Hi everyone, I'm Nicole with fitnessblender.com, and today we're here for a quick total body strength with metabolic conditioning workout. This is a shorter companion workout to a longer version available on FB+. So if this routine is something you enjoy, then definitely join us in the longer version. Our workout today starts with a 3-minute warm-up, then we head into 9 minutes of strength training, followed by a 2-minute metabolic conditioning AMRAP circuit, and the 3-minute cool down. For this workout, make sure you have dumbbells available, light up to moderately heavy, as well as an optional mat. Modifications will be provided to you as we go, so grab what you need and let's dig in. And if you want to see us keep creating more free workouts just like this one, then consider joining us inside our Fitness Blender channel membership here on YouTube, where you'll get exclusive access to workouts along with 5, 10, and 30-day fitness challenges, or join us over inside FB Plus for exclusive access to our entire workout library, programs, challenges, wellness content for the very best price. Hope to see you inside. Now let's get this workout started. Time to get things moving with our warm-up. We have a 3-minute warm-up, 5 exercises, 40 seconds each. Here we go. In 10 seconds, we're starting with some alternating arm circles. Let's go forward first and then listen for my cue halfway. We will reverse it. All right, so one at a time, I want some nice big circles here. It's okay if your upper body moves a little bit with this. That's okay. Overall, just do what feels natural to you here. Nice big circles, good. Halfway point, switch it out. Going reverse. Really think about opening up your chest. Warming up our shoulders, our upper back, our chest. Alternating quad pulls and knee pulls here. Good. All right, pull the top of that foot, hold for a second, switch sides, and then we are coming into a knee pull. Pull that knee up towards your chest and switch. Working out a little bit of balance, a little bit of core stability here as we come onto that single foot. So just make sure that planted foot on the ground is anchoring down through all 4 corners of the foot. Just keep following that pattern. Quad pull, knee pull, knee pull. Check in. How are we feeling today? Ready for a quick, little fiery workout? I hope so. Good morning. Arm extension, hands behind the head, soft bend in those knees, flat back. Bring it down to parallel. As you get to that parallel position, extend the arms, bring them back in, and then stand up. So feel that nice lengthening through the hamstrings and glutes. Extend, back in, and up. After you get a few reps under your belt, feel free to speed it up a little bit, but still keep it nice and controlled. Focusing on the muscle groups we're warming up and activating here. Next up, lateral hip shift. We're going to take on a nice wide stance. Wide stance, toes face forward, shifting your weight just like a side lunge, but really kicking that hip back, reaching with opposite arm. So you can see how my arms are kind of shifting a little bit as I shift that hip back and away. Also a little added shoulder work because we had to keep this warm up nice and quick, but efficient. So lots of combinations here. Good. Next warm up exercise and our final one is a body weight thruster or a squat and press. Good. Bring it up nice and tall. Feet hip distance apart, hands in front. Sit back into your heels and then press overhead. Good. Try and get those knees to 90 degrees. Sit down and then push the floor away as you stand. One fluid motion. Now, as we approach the end of this workout or warm up, the last 20 seconds here, check in. If you need a little more time, press pause at the end of this. And maybe run through these exercises again before we enter our strength. Last 5 seconds. Exhale, press, inhale down. and relax. Excellent job. That's the end of our warm-up. Again, press pause if you need a little more time. If you're with me, we're heading into our first of 2 strength supersets. We've got 2 rounds of 2 exercises, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. All right. Up first, we have a RDL, or straight leg deadlift, with a twist, so 1.5 rep. I'll show you when we get there, but I want you to pick a weight that's slightly lighter than you would normally use for a straight leg deadlift. Okay, I'm gonna reset my timer, grab your weights. All right, as a reference, I'm gonna be using 20-pound weights here. So our twist is that 1.5 rep, which means we're going down, halfway lift, down, and up. Squeeze oranges in your armpits here to pull those shoulders back, keep the chest open. Down, halfway lift, we're really using the legs and glutes for that, and up. So if you are feeling this in the low back, I want you to double check and double down on your form and or drop your weights. You can also just turn this into a standard straight leg deadlift and take out that half rep. And rest. Good. All right, I'm going to keep these same weights. You're welcome to change them out for our next exercise, but we have a reverse lunge to a row. So dumbbells in each hand, stepping back for a reverse lunge, coming over into a slight hinge, row, and then switch legs on that lunge. All right, here we go. 2, 1, and begin. So alternate that lunge each time. As an added bonus, you can maintain that slight hinge when you lunge for more of a glute emphasis of that lunge. Now, again, if that does not feel great on your low back, because I realize we are pairing it with deadlifts, then absolutely come back to a nice tall, stacked position in that lunge. Good. Keep control. Keep control. Rest. Good. Alrighty. Opportunity for a weight swap here. We're going back through those one more time, starting with that 1.5 RDL. I'm going up for the RDL, but not for the lunge and row. Soften in those knees, shoulders back, down, halfway lift, down, and up. Time up your breathing here. Down is an inhale. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. So always exhaling on the effort. It's gonna help your muscles do their job at the right time, specifically your core. Excellent job. Keep going here. Less than 10. Beautiful. Okay. Yes, that was definitely an extra challenge for me. Doable, but definitely felt it by the end. Going into a reverse lunge and row. Swap your weights or keep your weights. We're getting into it in about 5 seconds here. Here we go. Reverse lunge. Bent over row. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards your spine. Yes, since I went up in weight on that last exercise, I'm going to maintain a tall position in that reverse lunge. My back muscles are feeling it in a good way, not a bad pain way, but you can tell those muscles are working and stabilizing. Keep it up, keep it up. Last few seconds, and we're going to grab some water. And rest. Great job. Superset 1 is done. Go ahead and grab some water. I'll meet you right back here. Welcome back. We are ready to get into our second strength superset here. We've got 2 new exercises, 2 rounds, 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. We're starting off with a half kneeling Arnold press, and we're going to press with both arms, all right? So grab the weights you'd like to use for that exercise. I personally am gonna be grabbing my 15-pound weights for this one. Let's go ahead and get ready. 10 seconds on the clock. So I want you to place one knee up, doesn't matter which one. We'll switch sides on round 2. Grab 2 weights. Weights are up. Palms facing you at the bottom. Then we're gonna take those elbows out wide. Press up overhead, bringing those palms facing out in front of you. This is a great position to get some sneaky core work in because it needs to work to stabilize you here. So just gently drawing that navel up and in to engage your deep abdominals. Inhale down, exhale press. Remember which leg is in front, take a mental note. We'll switch sides when we come back around. Good, all right, set one dumbbell down. Next up, we have a side lunge with a front raise. So one dumbbell in our hands, sit into that side lunge, raise, and back up, all right? Option to step with it, moving side to side, or just shifting your weight. All right, so stepping wide, sit into the heel, front raise as you hold, so really bracing through the core, and then switch sides. Now, a couple different ways you can do this. You can also just stay wide and avoid that kicking back to center, or you can do the raise in the center instead of at the bottom. So lots of different ways you can do this, just depending on how this feels with your body. Take whichever one feels right. Good. All right, opportunity to swap out weights here. I'm gonna keep my same ones. We're going Arnold press again. Switch your front leg this time, and then back to our side lunge, front raise. All right, get those weights set, 5 seconds. Press and down. Thinking nice stacked alignment, shoulders, rib cage, pelvis. Good. Sync up your breathing. Strong shoulders, almost there. Give me 10 more seconds, a couple more reps. Push it out. And rest. All right, great job. Keeping one weight. Final strength exercise before we get into our AMRAP Metcon finisher. Okay, side lunge, front raise. Let's stay strong through it here. Shoulders back. Here we go. Sit into that heel nice and low. Once you get there, raise, down, and up. So here we are inhaling as we go over, exhaling as we raise and lower, inhaling back up. I want you to really sit into it here. Think about getting just a tad lower than you have been, sitting into your heel. Rest. All right, take a breather. We are finishing with a 2-minute AMRAP. So what this is gonna look like is 3 exercises with a goal number of reps. You're gonna cycle through those for as many rounds as possible in 2 minutes. All right, so up first is gonna be a thruster. We're gonna grab one weight, one medium heavy weight, 6 reps. Hold the weight here, squat and press 6 times. Then we're going into a B stance, single arm swing, up and down. You can see my back foot, toe is aligned with my front foot heel and slightly angled out right here. You can also take on a normal stance if you want. 6 reps with that B stance, single arm swing, and then switch sides, all right? I'll keep reminding you as we go. Go ahead and grab the weight that you'd like to use. I personally am gonna grab a 20-pound weight. You want it to be challenging. It's only 2 minutes of hard work. Let's get it going. Only 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. We can do it. This is it. Cool down coming after this. All right, 6 reps thruster. Sit low. Exhale, big press, 1 fluid motion. Once we get that, choose a side. Single arm, B stance, swing for 6. Hinge, use your glutes. Push that weight up to shoulder height. Same thing other side, quick switch. Set up that B stance quickly. And again, if the B stance is confusing or feels awkward, just do a standard stance and do your single arm swing. Once you get those 6, back to the thruster. Excellent job. Here we go. Take rest where you need to. But I encourage you to just slow down before you fully commit to rest. We do not have much time left. 1 minute. 6 thrusters, 6 single arm swings, that B stance. Just puts a little more emphasis on a single leg. Totally optional though, as is everything. It's your body, your workout. Keep that shoulder packed in, shoulders aligned. Woo, 30 seconds left. Keep going, 6 thrusters, 6 single arm swings each side. Keep it up. Under 15 seconds. See what you can do. Don't give up early. Go till that timer. I am going to finish these last couple reps. Oh, great job, you guys. Breathe. Walk it off for a few seconds. Heading into our cool down. All right, we have 6 exercises in this cool down, 30 seconds each. We're gonna start down on our hands and knees on the mat for a cat-cow. So go ahead and meet me right there. All right, here we go, 10 seconds. Cat-cow, nice neutral position. Here we go, inhale, belly drops, head lifts. Exhale, tuck tailbone, tuck chin to chest. Keep following your breath with this pattern. Really slowing down the heart rate here with these long, intentional breaths. It's going to help signal your nervous system that it's safe to cool down. Your body is not under stress anymore. Good. All right, one knee stays down, other leg out to the side, toe forward. We're gonna bring those hands to the ground. Inside hand, reach through as far as you can. Open it up, open your chest. You might feel a little inner thigh stretch here. That's okay, it's good. A little extra bonus. We mainly want to be feeling that thoracic spine, that mid to upper back, wring out just like a wet towel. Switch sides, same thing other side. Set up your stance, loop it through, and open. Thank you for showing up today. Make sure you thank yourself. All right, one leg forward, half kneeling. Tuck that tailbone under, and then keep that tuck as you shift forward. Opposite arm reaches up and over as an option. Really feeling that stretch down through the hip flexor, through the side body. Hold. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side when you hear that timer beep. Thank yourself for even staying through this cool down. I know it's hard to do when you're done, you're ready to get back to your day. I fully get it, but you're here, getting it done with me, winding your body down, showing it some love after pushing yourself. Big high five to you. Good, still intentionally breathing here to slow that heart rate down. We're gonna end with a forward fold. Bring it up to both feet. Feet are about hip distance apart or so. Hang down. You can allow that spine to curve. Let your head hang heavy. And possibly, if you like to, grab your opposite elbow and just sway a little bit side to side. Letting it all out. Great job. That is the end of your workout today. Thank you so much for joining me. Give yourself a big pat on the back. High five to you for showing up for this workout. Again, longer parent workout available on FB+, so be sure to check that out if you enjoyed this workout. My name's Nicole. Thank you so much for working out with me in the Fitness Blender community. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.